Welcome back to the Daily Grind, everyone. So we got a little bit of something new here. So I had a couple pots filled with tomatoes and some stuff, and the tomatoes I need to rip up. So I had some extra potting soil. Didn't know what to do with it, but I've seen that these birds really like dust baths. They didn't really like the water in there for some reason. They weren't going in, but as soon as I threw the dirt in there, boy, they love this stuff. They've been in, they of course picking out there's some ants in there and some, earwigs and a couple little bugs that they're eating and stuff, but they've been dust bathing, getting in there and kind of kicking up the dirt. So I'll be planting some more potted plants soon here. I think probably a couple more tomatoes, maybe, we'll see. But you can see they love this stuff. They're having a good time. Oh, they don't like me though. They really don't like the camera. All right, so there's one pot. I got to put this away. I asked my son to, and he just threw it there. But yeah, if you remember, there was 3 tomatoes right there. So that's what they are. I'm gonna pull this one up pretty soon too. We pulled out all the tomatoes. There was a couple green ones like there is here. You can see there's a couple green ones right there. There was a couple on these. You can see a couple of them fell. But we figured that was it. So we tossed them way over there into that pile. I didn't want to toss those in with the chickens because they're not supposed to eat the greens of I didn't think about the roots. Shoot, the roots are in there. Hopefully they don't eat the roots. That can make them sick because tomatoes are a nightshade. I didn't think about that. Hopefully they're all right. Now I just thought about that. Oh well. Anyway, we did the same thing we did with that one, with this one, which is basically we just added some, we didn't do compost this time. I added, what is it called? Sphagnum peat moss and some perlite, and turned that in, did the same thing I did with that, just turned it in. And we'll see. So I want to see how the compost does, which is what we added there, and then the peat moss to really fluff it up, and perlite to give it some moisture retention. We added that here. So I'm going to see kind of how each bed does, which one does better, and we'll see on that one. All this is doing well. We'll just do a full-on update, guys. It has been a couple weeks since. So this has really overgrown. So if you've been following, you can see there, had surgery. Here's this one's a little, you can see better, but I had carpal tunnel surgery, and then also on my elbow. And so I haven't been able to get out and do the weed eating. And so this is really overgrown. I mean, it's just 3 weeks and it's turned to that. It's crazy how fast this stuff grows. It's just all over. So I asked a couple people, got some quotes, and it was gonna be like 200 bucks, which I don't have right now. So it is what it is. I pulled the strawberries out. I haven't watered these because they were dying anyway. These were the mother ones. That one's doing really well. It just started with some runners, but this one never ran runners, so I think that one was, hey, quiet. Jeez, can't make a video around here. So, but I think these were older. This was a little younger, so this one's still producing. You can see you got some flowers in there. Stressful with that stupid bird. I'm telling you, I think we're gonna have guinea dinner. So, these were older, so I have watered them, and they wilt. They don't do well, so those produced a bunch of runners anyway. So I collected the runners, and I'll show you in a second where they are. All right, so here they are. Here's the tomatoes, by the way, and they're doing great. Getting quite big and tall, as you can see. Got 2 rows of purple Cherokees. These 2 kind of aren't doing great, but the rest of them are doing really good. And then 2 rows of San Marzanas, Brandywine, and Sweetie. Okay, so that's what I got there. But you can see these are in nice and solid. It's really good root development. So I just let them, put this up to make them stay, and they rooted. Once they rooted, I basically cut these off, left a little bit here. I'm not sure why, but I figured don't cut it too close. And now they're in here so I can keep them watered. See, I fill this up and they soak up the water. I already did. Watered them this morning. These guys have a little bit left. but they soak up the water from the bottom up, so that way you're not watering from above, which is good for strawberries. So these will start growing this way, and then I'm going to put them in this, excuse the mess, but in that tower thing. Well, I appreciate you guys coming along and watching, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing, those who have, and if you guys have any thing that you want me to talk about or show, or any suggestions, please let me know. Want to try to make the channel a good one that you guys like. So anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Now you try to escape the daily grind.